advisory this afternoon panel, a local New South Welshman, and Ellis bounces it a mile. And a free kick is going to Melbourne to be taken by White, who plays on immediately. No, says the umpire, something off the ball, and now there's a 50. So Jeff White will find himself shooting at goal.
He's in search of some form, Jeff White, and this could be just the tonic he needs.
Umpire James is just getting it out of his system. This is therapeutic. 2 bounces, a free kick and a 50. I'm back in town. So White, 25 metres out. Sydney haven't touched the football. Comes back to Bolton. Inauspicious start. Short one. Matthews in space inside the centre square is running. Kicks inside the forward 50. Up in front was Davis. Hands to it. Couldn't hang on. Richards knocks it towards goal. Warnock went to ground. Richards left footed from 15. Put it through. Scores a level.
He calls it Warnock went to ground. Ted Richards actually, and this is just a bit of footy knowledge here, uses his hands to push him to ground. Now watch this. There you go. Is that in the back? Is it in the side? And that leaves him freewheeling with a half a metre and that close to goal. I tell you what, that's a dubious push. Yeah, one going Teddy's way.
First you don't succeed. Throw in. Falling forward, Jolly knocks it down. McLean got the opening kick. His second effort is just as good around the corner.
Ripping goal from that situation. Brock McLean, I'm trying to get the midfield matchups here, and I think he's opposed to Jude Bolton, who, there he is, he's trailing him in behind there. Just takes up the rear position then and follows him to the ball. And that's enough in league footy for the opening. So Jude Bolton's very good at winning the ball from the clearance. He's Sydney's #1 this season so far.
In the opposite pocket to where the kick was taken from, Buchanan. It's Jolly.
For the ex-Demon. 48 games for Melbourne and a premiership for Sydney in his first year there. Last year was a dream start. Schneider. Long ball, gets it towards Buchanan at half-forward spot. Godfrey in for his first game this year. Couldn't get it from Melbourne. Crouch does, kick smothered, gets it back, gives it to Buchanan. Had the yips last year, goes toward full forward. Okay, goal, easy as you like.
We'll get a look at that. And Adam Goods' work in tight and just under extreme pressure, but he actually spotted his teammate before he put his head over it and knew he had to get it to Crouch. It still gets smothered, but it's just wonderful play, knowing, having an idea where his teammate was, to flick the ball out to him. And Eamon Buchanan, every time he gets the ball forward to the centre, he's coming to the bench now.
To end proceedings, not good. And a good mark taken there by Roberts Thompson, falling to the ground as he took it. Now Barry, an early bounce. Going up to half-back. Now he lays it off. Sydney move it forward yet again. Schneider with some dash through midfield. Got it from Crosby. Now Crouch goes long down towards full forward. That was a push in the back, surely. O'Keefe got away with it. Went to ground. Over the top came Miller. Loose ball. Miller goes after it. He was hooded there by Hall. Umpire blows the whistle, and it's going to be a free kick to Barry Hall.
So Barry slapped the ground after the adjudication was made. Said, gotcha. The kick was too flat. Ryan O'Keefe had his man done all day long. Yeah, the first couple aren't a realistic effort. He should have kicked the goal by now, O'Keefe, if the kick just had weighted to him properly.
Right behind Hall as he kicks from 25 metres out and steers it through. His first possession of goal. Hard against the line, cuts back towards the middle, smothered off the boot by Johnston, arriving quickly Davis. Johnston launches himself over the football, socket away by Matthews, picked up by Whelan. Now Brown from centre half back. Robertson's on the move, stretches, takes the mark. About 70 metres from goal. Wanting it long is Uze, and he obliges. Uze lost his man. Oh, too easy. It was a mismatch.
Needs came off. We'll find out from Jason if he's all right. But Uze ran straight on for him. He's legitimately the full forward at the moment, Uze.
Uze splits the middle. Melbourne lead.
Just grab it. McLean keeps it alive. McDonald nearly caught Godfrey. Got a kick away without taking possession, which is pretty hard to do. Kennelly. Half back. 2 minutes from time. He goes all the way back to Leo Barry.
A couple of personal bests for him last week. 18 marks, 29 possessions.
Oh, Barry.
Through midfield. Slouch, and it's going to be a relay free kick.
Well, I would imagine Neil Donoghue would send the runner straight out to Byron. So there's a time for really nailing blokes. But this has cost us a goal in the dying seconds, and it's not even. It hasn't got anything in it.
That wasn't worth 50, was it?
Mate, he'll probably send him out there and say, I have to as a team rule.
Barry Hall, meantime, the beneficiary, gets his second goal.
Early stages of this second term. James Ellison Pennell, the umpires this afternoon, and Matty James, has he been hot?
He's in form. Floating over the top and knocking it down. Goods. Davey, look at him go. Twisting, turning. So hard to pin down. Spots a man on the lead. In fact, that wasn't the man he saw. Seventh disposal. Kick from right on the 50. No easy kick from here if he's going at goal. He starts it right. It's bending back. That's a beautiful kick. Split the middle.
Magnificent goal by Cameron Bruce. He knew his own kicking style and the way he moves the ball through the air. He's been in good form. 27 possessions and 3 goals last week. From the ball up. Pickett, Malcheski, Pickett.
Well done, Byron.
Chips the kick, and the pass option, Uze takes the chest mark.
He'll have to start this at the point post. And just at the end, it'll get a little bit of tail, come back.
41 goals last year, Adam. 2 goals so far this year. Starts at left, brings it back. Perfect.
Oh, Durham.
Well read, Durham.
Durham. By 5 at quarter time. Craig Bolton having a lot to say. Little chip towards the wing. Getting a fist on it. Johnson. Rivers the crumb. Back to Johnson. Gathers it nicely. The former West Coast Eagle looks inside the forward 50. Outnumbered is Neats, but it matters not. Oh, he's played the mark. Now push in the back.
We got a cannon, didn't we?
Push in the back, says the umpire. Because he didn't hold it long enough, you wouldn't have thought. He was between the two. Barry behind him. Watch it again. Well, he's pushed by the leg, according to the umpire. That is a pretty big call.
That's a mark.
He didn't play the mark,
no,
did he? So, technically, he's still perfect. Third disposal. David Neats going in his first goal here. So often since the time, his first shot at goal, he's bending it back, and that's okay. Melbourne extend their lead. They're up by 12.
Forward with his feet in the air.
Yes.
Chambers doing the right quick against Johnson at the moment. Well, comes out from McDonald having a good game. Rivers was having a good game, but gave it to Kirk, who gives it to Goods. Richards hands it back to Green. Caught, dumped, not holding the ball. Kick away now, Chesky, they'll pluck it, and O'Loughlin's got it.
The other end, you got Neats with groin problem, thigh problem.
He's kicked 8 goals this year. We all know he had the yips in the grand final. Beautiful off the boot. Sensational kick.
That was gutsy.
Really put his body on the line then. Adam Schneider chips to Jude Bolton. Neats is coming at him. Got the kick away in Davis's direction. Had a bit of it, not enough of it. Whelan knocked it down. Crouch the crumb. Gives it to Buchanan. Chips the little dainty kick. Just kissed it with his boot. And they're in front.
Now, there were simple method in the madness, and when that ball went into the back line of Sydney and they held it up and were very slow, there's a lot of pre-planned, unrewarded running. And see how open it is when they got in the forward line? That is because when people are looking for that short pass, they spread far and wide, and when they do eventually find one, there's no real traffic around the ball carrier going
Very
through.
much that he'll take any further part.
He looks pretty distressed about it all too, doesn't he?
All records on hold. Offhand's a chance for Buchanan, upended by Sylvia. Pickett, who's been very impressive in the last few minutes. 3 bounces through midfield. It bounced back over his left shoulder. He controlled it well, though, and spots up Johnson.
Well, had Leo Barry been Byron Pickett, that's 50.
There's a lot of ifs in there. So Johnson's got the footy, and he should be in the square. He's kicking out to the siren.
Come back.
Deserves a goal. He's kicked it anyway. Well, how about that? The last 5 minutes or so had everything, and Melbourne lead by 5 points at half-time. Boundary throw in the pocket then. And that's a tough one for defenders. I mean, if he runs across the boundary line, we've got a free kick against Jolly. But we need to make that point. If he just walks across the boundary line, it's going to be a free kick. So what the rules ask him to do is, well, you've got to stay in, turn around, and someone that big like Johnson is bearing down on you, and you run the risk of being hurt.
Yeah, you absorb the contact and let let the motion take you over.
You run that risk just playing the game, Dennis.
But you shouldn't have to turn like that, just turn cold. There's got to be some defence for defenders.
Can kick it, Johnson.
Yes, shut me up to him. There goes the kick, and he puts it through. That's his second.
Now they can double team Jolly here. Melbourne, Johnson and Jeff White to run him down.
White flew early. Jolly got the palm down. Bruce wide to Davey, and he can sprint on. Runs away from Richards with a bounce. Gets a shepherd from White. It's all up to the pass now. He goes to full forward. Over the back. He might roll through.
Yes.
I think he's got it.
Oh, there's a lot of self-belief out there now. Aaron Davey, he just had to take him on, Teddy Richards, didn't he?
Well, a matter of whether the goal umpire decided if it was touched on the line, Dermot, or not.
Oh, want to go back 7 days again,
Just
don't
asking.
you? Yeah. That's about the same touch as last week.
Inside the 50, off hands at the back. A chance for Kennelly getting back. In the confined area, Barry has taken. That's holding the ball surely. Well, apparently not. He bounced off the would-be tackler there. And the kick comes straight to Pickett from Barry.
Green's got free. It's taken too long to load up here, Byron.
Yeah, Barry very lucky. Just shrugged free. And that's a beautiful kick from inside the centre square. Byron's alight.
He is turning back the clock about 2 years here, Byron. Now watch this, they've got to stick the tackle. Oh, sorry, that was before. They have to stick the tackle. So he's taking that on the edge of the centre square. That's a thump.
White backhands it in front. Davies, Quicksilver, look at him go. Hard man to pin down. Comes across the ground. Now Rivers can run at them through the centre square. Sends it wide towards the opposite pocket. A lot of Melbourne players not going at the football down there initially. Opportunity for Robertson. Manufactured something. Kennelly slips it away. Taken by Kirk. Hurriedly onto the boot. Matthews presented with a problem. Loose ball at the back. On the Ramblin. Met solidly by Davey. Now they've got 3 men on the wing. Richards heard the voice. Gave it up instinctively. Davis a second bounce and a third. Runs inside the 50. Measures the kick and bangs it home. What a beauty.
That is brilliant by Nick Davis. Some people say he's got it in space, he's just run in and he's kicked an open goal from about 45. To check yourself when your enthusiasm's up, the adrenaline's running. Now watch him take the heat out of his pace after this bounce. Steady little step while he's at full tilt. Just get steady to get into his normal kicking routine on the run and make sure so many players full tilt from there.
They might need a lead in the last term, Melbourne. They've got a few soldiers wounded on the bench. Paul Johnson, Brock McLean and David Neitz all hurt. Kick to half forward. White was there. Chambers, another possession. Malachevsky through traffic. Fosdyke. Nice ball. Schneider. Malachevsky, the half volley. Sells the dummy. McVeigh from 45. Look out! Here they come.
In the space of 90 seconds, 3 shots at goal on the burst. Not as if they had to labour it forward, on the absolute burst. Now that's half-back line. They actually thought it through pretty well there. Schneider's handball. Could have been better. Malachevsky's come out of the back line. He's staying up forward now.
Nick Davis, a big story here. Looks like the right hamstring. He's in a lot of trouble.
White versus Chambers. McVeigh. Just let O'Keefe take it. Runs backward, into trouble, out of trouble. Got the kick away. Inside 50, Malachevsky.
He had a good game last year. Do you have the number he was drafted at in 2002?
I can find that out for you if you'd like to.
Get back to me on that, because he's got some skill, this boy.
Hasn't kicked a goal yet this year. And he has now. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That sort of game. Wonderful advertisement for Australian rules this afternoon. Hurriedly out of the pack, Sylvia. Johnston fed Bruce inside the forward 50. Barry the backhander down. Arriving quickly was Davey. In trouble was Uze. He improvises. He improvises and makes something out of nothing. It's a goal.
What an effort. Just a knowledge of what's going on around him. And with all due respect to David Neitz, you know he's a champion, they're always going to be better off with him at full forward. They've actually looked dangerous with Uze standing in the teeth of goal. Just a little bit of creativity. It's not been one of those days where a big key forward stood up and taken marks close to goal because of the numbers back.
Malachevsky.
And so they have to use it wise, as Melbourne have set up numbers now. Just a 5 or 6 seconds it's taken.
Barry's so busy issuing instructions down there in the square that he's not watching the ball. Malachevsky was looking down for something that he may have been interested in, but decided to go back across the field. Roberts, Thompson, Buchanan. Now to the open side. Here's a chance. Kennelly spots a man moving inside the 50. Schneider, who can kick it along.
Good kick, Schneider.
Barry down there was just flinging his arms around. He was like a tic-tacker at Royal Ascot. There goes the kick from Schneider. And he's got the goal. There's a point the difference.
He kicks it back. Goes to Byron Pickett. And he's just beyond his range. He kicked one from here at the other end. About this distance, goes short. And Jeff White.
Big kick,
inside defensive 50. So it would be hard to pinpoint a pass through the traffic. He might as well have a go. From 52, not bad off the boot, holding up, do it, get there, yes! Oof. And they lead by 7.
Beyond him. Left footer, working it back left to right. And as we've seen a couple of times today, he's quite a wizard when it comes to working the football. Having said that, of course, he puts it right across the face to the opposite pocket. Nobody's touched it. Robbo goes after it, deep in the pocket, off his step, pulls it back. They contest a couple of metres out. And Davies taken the mark. Surrounded by Swans. They had him in the pincer movement. He was well and truly pinched. And somehow it finished up on his chest. Watch this again as the ball goes across the face of goal. No contest at the football. And how does he get this one? Davey comes in, kicks the goal. Can Sydney do it again? They need to fight back. They're down by 13.
Not his cousin yet, but Ablett's strength to stand up in the tackle then, and just, even though the kick was laboured forward, very important possession.
Thrown in, Hall directs it down. Over the football, trying to soccer it forward. There was Jude Bolton, about 10 metres out. Ablett, the man he was talking about, puts it through.
Teddy Richards, important little palm tap into the path of Ablett, but he is a powerful kid, this Luke Ablett. Watch him, he follows it from there. That's a reward for the good effort out of the centre 60 seconds ago. So he just keeps following it in. He starts from the defensive side of that boundary line throw-in.
Brown. This is Carroll. Just forward of the wing, able to walk forward initially. Now he gets rolling. Sends it long down towards full forward. Big pack at the drop, fisting away from behind. It was knocked down by Bolton initially. Opportunity for Ruse. Too slick there for Robertson. Running away from goal. Shrubs a tackle. Found himself in space. Open goal. Beckons. And he pumps it through. Quiet for so long. Russell Robertson gets a goal.
And even though it has nothing to do with the football, people wonder why coaches place so much importance on a tackle. Watch this. Comes up to it, and if that sticks, there's no goal. It's a tough ask because he was in motion and he was swinging, but somehow, some way, if he holds that tackle...
He is best for a long time.
Absolutely. Now, Eamon Buchanan, he's looking for Barry Hall. He wants him long.
Sets it up. Hall in best position. Pushes off his man and takes the mark.
Eamon Buchanan, he knew he wasn't going to get the journey to the goal line, so he could only look at one target. And with all the space out the back of what we call the fat side of the ground, Barry Hall just obliged. Eamon Buchanan put it out there, and Barry made his own time to it.
Step up this afternoon, 2 goals. Fires and puts it through. 8 disposals, 3 goals for that man.
That's a good result for Sydney. They get possession and they're very good with it.
Around the outer side, Fosdyke scuttles away, kicks to space. Rivers, content, I think, initially to cover back. Now he's got the football and in trouble. Slater pats him down. Holding the ball. Oh, that's bad luck. In as much as he was worried about the bounce, Rivers, so he couldn't go full tilt. He simply wanted to cover the bounce. And now
well, the umpire's going to say you can't miss throwing the ball to somebody from 1.5 metres when you've thrown it over his head.
Provided the guy wants to catch it. Did he want to catch it?
Well, no, he didn't jump for it.
The onus is not on you to catch it, is it?
Well,
it should go.
right.
Well, the rule book states it's got to go back directly to the opponent. And he threw it over his head from 1.5 metres.
Fair enough.
I don't know if it is fair enough, but that's what it is in the book. I'm only going literally. There you go. Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Schneider, point blank range. Puts it through. Scores a level.
That's 91 apiece.
I'm not sure it draws much good to Melbourne, to be honest. They need the 4 points. Boundary throw in. Jolly thumps it down in front. Who's got the foot speed? Buchanan was in there, but guess who's the quickest? Taken the quickest prevails. Davies away. In 2 minds with a kick. Goes looking for Robbo. Timely fist. Brilliantly done by Barry. Buchanan's got it. In trouble. Robertson wrenches it away from him. Jude Bolton, though. Hand pass to Mel Chesty. Cornelius running. Kicks from centre field towards half forward. Brown. And Brown's taken a timely defensive mark. Breaking for him is Bruce. Bruce has got it. No one really moving to that outer side. Wheatley belatedly goes. Bruce wants a little 1-2. Thought about it, decides not to do that and drives instead beyond half forward, but going back to mark is claimed by Kirk. And how about this? driven to drink. Goods close to the boundary line, kicks to half forward for the Swans. Good kick too. Those kicks taking the mark.
You're doing in this situation too.
Hall, one-on-one, Miller. He got the palm down. And it's out of play. Is it deliberate? No.
Oh, you put yourself in the face of Miller and you look at it and you think, one out with that much space, quick ball in, he's going to have to do exceptionally well to break even, Miller, and he did.
Well, he couldn't let Hall get it and he couldn't rush it behind. O'Keefe. Rivers is within. O'Keefe's got it, he's dragged it in. Whelan. He gets the kick away. Bouncing ball. Lewis, Roberts, Thompson. Wheatley's got him nearly. Handball finds Davey. About to get caught. Through Bruce at Wed. Lays the tackle on Ablett. No one gets it out. Umpire hasn't blown it. Now he does. 1 minute 57 remaining. And it's 91 apiece.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Robbo stands at full forward against Leo Barry. One kick away from there and Barry Hall at the other end.
Jolly was up to thump it away. Green leads back in the race, but the boundary line is too near. And the throw in, we're down to 149.
It's not that often scores stay the same for 2 minutes.
Throw in just outside the attacking 50 for the Swans. Goods, almost clean possession, gains another 10 metres. And it's out again.
Inside 50s for the game. Give you a depiction on who's winning the ball forward. Sydney Swans, 57 times forward. Melbourne, just the 42 for the same return.
After the boundary throw in, Melbourne work it forward. Off the ground by Johnston. Hugs the boundary line with that soccer attempt. Still in the field of play, at least for a moment. McDonald had it, but across the line, and the umpire will do it again.
Brad Green runs away from the throw-in, gets forward by himself.
Well, it almost comes down to this takeaway, and Jolly gets it. Goods. Pursued by Bartram. Carroll knocks him over. And it almost comes down to this takeaway from this ball in.
They have to go man on man everywhere in the field. No matter where it goes now, we're going to see an old-fashioned contest.
Jolly wins it. Will they get the takeaway? They know. Carroll. Warnock, the second gamer. Back to Carroll. They need a mark. Bouncing ball though. Tough one to grab. Wheatley. Handballs toward the attacking 50. Davies going to come in the beat. Johnston was there. Pulled up by Matthews. To Johnston who steals it. Rolls it inside 50. Chance for Melbourne. Bruce! They've taken the lead. 39 seconds from time.
Oh, what a super effort. Celebrate the goal, boys. Don't celebrate the game. But Sydney have been excellent.
It's not over yet.
In this game, Sydney have been excellent at winning the ball at the centre bounce. 9 times out of 10, 7 out of 10, they've gone forward from the centre bounce. And then they've got to run everyone back. They've got to run everyone back, and if Melbourne win it, they just have to go sideways to the boundary. They're going to play a 3-man forward line, Melbourne. Everybody else up.
Fantastic by Travis Johnston. The world was exploding around him, and somehow he had a look and did the right thing. 35 seconds remaining. Sydney out of the middle. Bostock towards half forward. A goal to tie. O'Keefe gets it away. Malchesky lines up, and he's missed. He's missed.
Now we've got man-on-man kick in. And get Travis Johnson there. Whelan's running down there. Let Johnson kick it in. And it must be perfect.
As opportunities have gone in this game, that was a pretty good one.
Oh, they've let Whelan run away.
Oh, can't do that. He was hiding in the shadows behind the goal. He's got it. Comes to Sylvia. And this should just about do it.
Well, they could rush another behind if they want to.
Gee, you're negative. Sylvia.
The D's.
Goes short.
They're going to get there.
What a victory.
Oh, look at Neil.
He's prancing. He's ready to go.
He's angry. He wanted to win.
Melbourne have won by 5 points in a wonderful game at the SCG.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, well done, Neil Danaher. Stuck to his guns. Not much solace for the Sydney Swans players. Tried their heart out. But what a brilliant game of footy for the purists.